old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease in my life, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right. What's going on? Yeah, I'm just shaking off some of the rust. I know it's been like a week, but wow, things have changed. All right. So for this break session, I kind of want to talk about why I took last week off. So I got the ability and the opportunity to visit a conference that I've never been before, which is pretty dope. It's always a cool experience to be able to check out some new places. Well, I mean, it was in San Francisco. I was in just San Francisco like a month ago, but this event I've never been to, which is pretty dope. And I want to copy and paste in some links here. So I figured take a look at it and then kind of go through some of the pictures and videos that I took of it. You know what I mean? So what I'm talking about is GitHub Universe 2024. And the website, if you want to check it out, is githubuniverse.com. And I posted a link to it. So wherever the video is, there'll be a link to githubuniverse.com. All right, cool. So there's so here's the site. Pretty cool. And then thanks for joining us at the World's Fair of Software, where AI, DevX, and security took center stage. See you on October 28th to the 29th, 2025. So they're already planning for next year. And from what, like, it takes that long because I was there because my company sponsored a booth there, right? So they were a sponsor for the event. And we spoke with our contact, and they literally planned, like, at this event, like right afterwards, or I think even during the event, they're planning for next year. So there's a lot of work that goes into it. And since we had to set up the booth, we got there like a day early, and then you can still see the crews, like crews of people putting together stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the stages and all these other things. And people were like mic checking and doing, it was a whole big production. It was wild to see kind of behind the scenes. So that's pretty dope. And so then Mr. Keynote, that spins. Cool. Catch up on everything we announced. So what I'll do is on the cipher later on, we'll go through the site and kind of look through things. I mean, and kind of talk about some of this because they announced some pretty cool things. Funny enough, even though I was there, I was working, so I wasn't really like paying attention to the announcements. I was there talking to developers and just networking and doing all sorts of stuff. So it's cool you can like watch the stuff in advance. So yeah, very nice. Oh, so yeah, so that's the company right there. That's where I went for. Nice. All right. So I want to take a look at this travel site I made. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Share this one. So I posted a link to this also in the where we're going to record the video, the list of links. You'll be able to check it out there. So first, I just did I got mad early, you know what I'm saying, to catch the flight to California. And so I did like a time lapse. If I play this, will it mess anything up? Let's see. It's like real quick. And so you can see I got there super early. It was mad dark outside and just kind of waiting. It's like 5 in the morning, I think. Well, maybe like 6 because the flight was like at 8 or whatever. And so I could get to the airport super early because you never know what's happening. And so there's that. Next. Oh, so on the movie, on the flight, the in-flight movie on the way there, randomly watched this movie called If, right? Imaginary Friends, whatever. And it had Ryan Reynolds in it. And it was like produced by John Krasinski. I think he pronounced his name. He's what was his name in The Office? I forgot his name. Oh, it was like the main person. I'm tired. It's okay. But yeah, so they put out this movie, right? And I'm watching it, and something caught my eye. And I was like, wait a minute, that's weird. Because I'm thinking all like GitHub stuff, right? And so GitHub has a mascot. Let me see if I can Share this tab instead. So you see like this, it's called the Octocat, Mona, the Octocat. I don't see they have it. Looks kind of like that, right? It's like a cat and an octopus, like I'm not sure exactly sure. Like, let me see if they have one. We gotta have a picture. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Mona Octocats. I'm gonna do a search for this. So yeah, so Mona Octocat, Mona the Octocat. This here, right? They actually have a GitHub page. That is pretty dope. Not a lot of things there though, Mona. What you been doing? Slacking. So yeah, so Mona the Octocat, right? So it's a cat octopus hybrid. Okay, now back to this. I'm watching this movie, and again, I'm focused on GitHub. I'm thinking GitHub, you know what I'm saying? And then I noticed this character, this one here, and it's on the screen like not very long, right? And am I tripping to think that this, and then there's another one, and then one of the actors was drawing out the characters, and came out like this. So I was like, wait a minute. Am I the only one seeing a resemblance? Neither here nor there. So I actually, when I was in the GitHub shop that they had there, again, they had so many things. We'll take a look. I asked somebody, I was like, hey, have you ever seen the movie If? And if you've seen the character, and they said that they were heard about it. So I don't know. I was like, product placement? So I don't know. I thought that was interesting. It was just super random, like a random movie on this random flight to this random conference, and I happened to see this, so I thought that was interesting. All right, cool. Then got to the hotel, right, and they had this huge. It's like the sea lions is like a thing there, and so like almost like every hotel had like a sea lion in front of it. So that was pretty cool. Cool. Oh, I did a 360 of the hotel room as I always do. Anytime I go to a place, I'm always taking a 360 of the room. I don't know why. I have the 360 camera, so I'm like, why not? This is the thing I do. All right. Oh, and then they have like this huge ship out there, and behind there you can see Alcatraz back there. And so yeah, cool. Let's see what else. So yeah, so another picture of Alcatraz. It gets like foggy after a while too, so you can't really see. So I was kind of amazed I was able to get pictures. So we're just walking around. Like whenever I arrive to a place, I try to walk so I can get like tired or whatever. And so I just kind of walked around. I walked to the venue, you know what I'm saying, to make sure I kind of knew where it was. Another picture of Alcatraz. I just thought this was like do not enter hazardous cliff. I'm like, yeah, okay. Oh, and some random ships that are out there, some sailboats. All right, cool. Random statue I saw. I thought was pretty dope. So I'm just walking around. All right, and oh, it's a random picture I took right there. Another random thing I took. All right, so here is like the venue, like the day before. So they're all like still getting ready. So you can see like the forklifts and everything, and they're still putting the stuff together. Cool. And then, so I didn't actually go in. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just took a picture of it before everything started. And then some more random pictures, just walking around. Thought this was pretty dope. And then I just thought that was funny. Seaweed. I just thought that was funny. Then I went to a place to get something to eat. The hotel actually kind of like recommended this spot. And so I was like, let me check it out. And I had like what was it? Crab chowder thing. So from 19th century. So yeah, so it's called Boudin or something like that. Bowden, Botin, something like that. And then this other random stuff. I walked by this park that had a pretty cool sculpture there. All right. Okay, so this is what I got to eat. Cool. I'm trying to go. Okay, random graffiti. I'm a big fan of like just taking pictures of random graffiti when I go to new places. Brazil was wild with graffiti. I took so much pictures. They actually have a section, Baco de Batman, or something like that. It's like this area, and it's just I did a 360 video of it and just graffiti everywhere. Pretty dope. So yeah, just took random pictures of stuff. Let's see. All right, and then we went out later to another same place, Bowden, but a different location. That was like 2 blocks away or whatever. And they had like this little bread in shape of like bears and like crabs and stuff. That was funny. Yeah, there's like a crab there. Okay, this is what I had to eat. Some random sandwich. This is like a breakfast spot we went to called 8 a.m. It's pretty good. Had this dope artwork on there. Yeah, 8 a.m. Pretty dope spot. Okay, so that was pretty cool. Yep. Oh, I went to go buy a tripod. Spent way too much. I'm pretty sure they scammed me, but it was an opportunity cost, so I just ate it. I'm like, all right, fine. Oh, so here you go. So the World's Fair of Software. So this is what you see when you walk in, right? And again, this is like when we're mad early. Like this is day 1, I think. Oh no, got a badge. This is when I got my badge. So this is still, yeah. Okay, no, Sunday I got in, right? I took those pictures, and now this is on that Monday, the day before, kind of thing, when you come to set up your booth and things. And so yeah, so got my sponsor badge. So here's how our booth looked beforehand. Then I just kind of took a picture of like the area where we're at. Let me move this down. Move this. Come here. All right, so this is kind of like the same section, but it's a different view angle. We're over here on the right-hand side. And so you can see they're still setting everything up. So again, it's a huge, like everything. Here's the badge, which is pretty dope. Like I had them, they had like a hack your badge section. So this is like a e-ink reader thing here, right? And so you can actually put games on it and stuff. So you can like hack it. So I had the person who was at the hack your badge booth, they put on, which I still have to check out. Like I haven't gotten a chance to mess around with it, but they put some games on there. So I was like, pretty cool. And so you can see it's pretty dope. It's a nice badge. You know what I'm saying? So cool. And then here's the shop I was talking about before. So they actually had a store where you can buy stuff, and I bought stuff. All right, cool. And then another picture. So some of the stuff they had there. And then this was like they actually had a podcast studio, so they were like interviewing people, I think, and stuff. So that's pretty dope. And then if you want to get like headshots for like your what do you call that? Yeah, like a resume and stuff, you know, or your profiles and things. That's pretty cool too. And they had like a career corner, and they had like a personal comfort room, and they had like these things as you walk in. Some stuff on there was pretty dope. Then my coworkers getting set up to tech check his presentation, and then this is the other side. So where we were was called the Gateway Pavilion. This is like the main part where the keynotes and all that stuff happened. And yeah, so you kind of like walk in. And yeah, so you see all this stuff here, big GitHub logo. Oh, this is pretty cool. They had like this in the airports, like when the information changes, so they spun and stuff. That was pretty dope. And then some more pictures of the area. They had like some coffee stuff here. Thought this was a pretty cool booth here. There's like a putt thing, and so that's pretty cool. Some more cool booths. Some more here. And they had like this big game thing where you could play. There's like an 8-bit thing. It's pretty dope. Then more of the main hall there. Cool. And I think so the main stage, did I take a picture of inside? I might have. Oh yeah, so this is like where the keynote and stuff happened here. So it's like a big thing. So you see like TV station type cameras and stuff. You know what I mean? And it was cool. On the back of this was like screens, and it kind of showed like what people were saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess their scripts or whatever. And if they had slides, it would show like the upcoming slide and the previous slide. So it's pretty dope. Cool. So some people setting up. Again, it's like a huge production. Yeah, there's a lot of pictures and stuff, a lot of random stuff. So this was all like the day before setting up. All right, just taking mad random pictures. And you can see again, they're setting up and everything. This is pretty dope. So here's the main spot, the festival, and then where we were, the Gateway Pavilion there. Oh, and then shouts to Colby. I saw his name. He's a GitHub star, and they were placing him down. I'm like, oh, I know this person, and I thought it was pretty dope. So I sent him a message like, yo, I saw your name on this, on like the Walk of Fame kind of thing. Some more of the water. It's pretty dope. There's like sea lions and stuff swimming around in there. Pretty cool. So yeah, so there's the Gateway Pavilion where we were at. And then there's the Festival Pavilion here where the main stage was at. And they had this pretty cool like cotton candy machine. One of the sponsors had it. I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. Cool. There's setting it up. Oh, and then this is a time lapse of us setting up the booth. So let's take a quick look at this. And so yeah, so just unpacking. Oh, shouldn't do that. And just trying to like see, you know, where stuff can fit, where things can go, kind of stuff. So pretty cool. And so we didn't put out everything because we weren't really done. Like we didn't want to put everything out just in case of anything. You know what I'm saying? So again, here it is, them working, kind of stuff. It's like a lot of stuff happening. And then again, Alcatraz, super clear. That. And then we had dinner at a place called Mel's. It's pretty dope. And then this is what it looks like. Mel's driving. I did a 360 of our booth, like when it was all set up. So we added these little characters here. Had the laptop set up. We put out the bowl with some stuff, the flyers and everything. And then we were giving away a scooter. So you can see the helmet and the scooter. Can't really see it, but yeah, it's right there against the wall. And yeah, so that's kind of like our view. What else? And again, so yeah, here's another picture of everything set up. Here's that scooter there. And yeah, so it's a nice booth. You know what I'm saying? And here's the team, minus one person, Paul. Paul was out there networking some, I think. Oh, here we go. Here's everybody. Nice. Oh, I did a time lapse, like a real quick, like a walkthrough. So this is like the first day. So like right as doors open, I wanted to kind of do a time lapse, like walking around. And so here it is. Oh, by the way, if you get motion sickness, this may not be the best for you. So close your eyes or something. So yeah, it's real quick. So just me kind of like walking around, right? So you can check that out. And I went to the other part where we were, and it's making everything go slow. And then cool. Now, I also did a 360 video walking around. And so I'm gonna do this real quick. And then close this. So yeah, so basically the same thing, except now it's a 360 and you can walk around. This is at HD. I can go up to like 4K, but it's definitely not going to play here. But there's like a 4K option, so if you really want to check it out. So yeah, pretty cool. And if you're on like a mobile device, I think you can just like move around too as well. So pretty dope. All right. So yeah, so it's an amazing time. It's super dope. I did this thing called Swag Cam. And so this is like day one to kind of show like the traffic that we got. Well, I'm over time, but so you can see here's that table with the stickers and the things here. And so, it's pretty good. And we got some people coming up, you know what I mean? And then there's like a rush of people because like keynote is still happening around this time. And then once the keynote is out, then we start getting a bunch of people kind of coming up. You can kind of see like a lot of people coming through. And it's pretty dope. Yeah, we refilled this thing a few times. And yeah, a lot of good folks speaking with, you know what I'm saying, and some good interactions. So it was dope, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. Let's see what else. Oh, then here's my coworker doing his demo. It was like a game show, so that was pretty dope. Some more pictures of that. Cool. I did like and then I said, hey, if anybody wants to come by the booth, this is where we were in the whole grand scheme of things. So right there. Again with that. So there's random pictures throughout the day kind of thing. Yep. So there we are in the booth. Cool. Oh, and then through my glasses, I went to go to the shop and I was kind of like walking around and some people were helping me and stuff. I was looking through all the different items. So you want to see some of the stuff in the items in the shop? You can do that. They have like this Christmas sweaters and stuff there. And then we had lunch. Wow, this is a lot longer than I thought. Oh, and they had this thing like mobile booth, photo booth thing. And so it took this as like a mobile thing. That's pretty cool. And then I interviewed some folks, you know what I'm saying? I had them take pictures. I was going to use these for thumbnails, decided not to because it was a lot of work. But you can check out. So this is a time lapse of his presentation. And then I did these interviews here. So you can check them out. I asked people like the story behind their GitHub usernames. And so it was pretty cool. And it's a new setup I tried, and it worked well. Like it worked, no issues. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah. So these are the folks. I was going to do, like I said, the thumbnail, but I was like, forget it. And so here's Colby. He's the one with the GitHub star with the thing in there. And then I met a bunch of cool people. So people I worked with, it's kind of cool to see how they got their usernames and everything. And it's like random people I asked, you know what I'm saying? And super cool. So I got to meet some new people doing really cool stuff. And and then they had this thing where you could walk around, and there's these stations where you tapped your badge and you're collecting the different Octocats. And so I was kind of like stalking them out, and I found where everything was. And some of them were broken, so I had to go back, and I would see people looking, trying to find them. I was like, hey, you want to come along and we can just knock this out together? And so we had like 5 people like one time, like walking around, just going to these places. And so I was like, hey, I found all of them. If anybody wants to speed run these joints and get the prize, hit me up and come by the booth or whatever. So this is kind of showing out all the different Octocats. It's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? They put them in different places, which is pretty dope. And yeah, cool. So I got them all. And the prize was like a $25 voucher or a coupon or whatever at the shop. I wish I would have known before I spent so much money, but I went back and got some other stuff. So, all right, cool. Then we went to go get food, very fancy spot. All right, this is the spot, the very fancy spot there. And then we're waiting to get back to the hotel the second day. I didn't do much photos from the second day because it was just a lot. And yeah, and then we had some, this is what I had for breakfast. So yeah, it's random stuff. So this is us cleaning everything out. And then some more stuff. And then, I did another interview that second day. So this is that there. So Stratton, he played like Rubik's Cube and thing. He solved in like 10 seconds. Wild. And then we had some food at the hotel. Then, I did a GitHub haul. You guys see people do like video hauls and stuff. So all the stuff I bought from GitHub, I did kind of like a video of it. And so you can check that out. And yeah, and then the next day, and then I got on the plane, head back, and I watched A Quiet Place Day 1, Bad Boys Ride or Die, and then half of Deadpool and Wolverine. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for going down this trip down memory lane with me. I'm going to send you all back to work. And we'll come back. We'll take a look at artist's website, watch some videos, maybe listen to some music, or maybe listen to some music, watch some videos. I don't know. We'll see. And maybe become a fan. But I'm going to get you all back to work. Again, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to send you all off with some traveling music. This right here. What happened here? This is weird. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. This right here is an artist that goes by the name of Anthony Cruz, a.k.a. A Butter. The track is called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. Again, I'll see you 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. Y'all be easy. Did you ever go to GitHub Universe? Let me know. And thanks for hanging out. All right. That's everything. Yes. Peace.
I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread love like yeah. I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong.